Greetings everyone, this is Hong Long from Hong Wuxia, and today we're going to talk about the Steam Space Exploration Fest, which is going on until September 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Basically, there's a lot of, not all of the space exploration games are discounted, but a ton of them are, and we are going to go over some of the ones that most interested me. There's only one of them that did not have overall at least positive reviews, and I think there's only two of them that are early access. So we're going to go over most of the ones that I stream, as well as some of the newer ones, including some of the ones that I went over in my previous video a few months ago on space games that I missed. All right, the first game that we're going to talk about is EvaCrom Legacy SE, which is available right now for $19.99. This was one of the games I went over when I did the video before. It was released in January 2016. It's only got 376 reviews, but they're very positive. The game was released by Starwreath 3D Games LLC. It's a free open world spaceflight simulation that's focused on combat, trade, exploration, and survival gameplay with pilot-controlled spacecraft management. You're going to engage in an ongoing large-scale battle between human factions as a civilian mercenary, or confront an alien threat at designated war zones for intense battles and access to powerful military hardware, or focus on more peaceful activities. Choose from a myriad of objectives, and including buying, trading, spying, racing, escorting, rescuing, delivering, answering distress calls, mining, exploring, clearing asteroids, hiring crew members, building stations, and designing your ship for the role you want to play. Yeah, I really liked this when I first saw it, and you know, it only looked better with as time's gone on. I really like some of these scenes of when they're going onto the planets and stuff, going over the water. The second game that we're going to talk about is Starcom Nexus. It was also one of those games. This one is available for $9.99. It's had 1,751 reviews, which have been very positive. It was originally released December 12th, 2019 by WXL Labs LLC. On this one, it says you are suddenly thrown into an unknown galaxy. You must explore, fight, or befriend aliens and transform your ship from a small survey vessel into a powerful battle cruiser to unravel the mystery of the forces that brought you here and find your way home. It features a fully open world universe with numerous quests and storylines, hundreds of unique planet anomalies, space discoveries, artifacts, and more. Fast-paced, exciting combat, and numerous hostile factions, over 150 technologies to research, design your own ship using a modular constructive system, talk and trade with multiple alien factions, each with their own agendas and dynamics, and lots of hidden secrets and side quests, and much, much more. And then the next game is Horizon. That one I'd never heard of. It's available for $5.99. It's a turn-based strategy game of galactic conquest in which you will control humanity's destiny. This one was the worst game that was reviewed, with only 373 reviews. The reviews were mixed. It was released in February 2014. This one, it says you're going to explore deep space, find new frontiers, and discover alien artifacts hidden on long abandoned planets. You'll also learn more about the galaxy as you come into contact with 10 other species, each with their own unique culture, history, and schemes. It's a fully interactive galaxy, allows you to navigate open space between stars and planets, patrol borders, and when need arises, defend your territory by engaging in ship-to-ship tactical combat. You can develop new colonies and watch them become galactic centers for trade, industry, science, and of course, military bases, outposts, and shipyards to build your own battleships. You can push your empire to its limits and go beyond the known horizon. So I really hadn't seen anything about this. I mean, it looks pretty good. So yeah, I will keep an eye on it and see if maybe those reviews change in the future. And then, of course, the next one we have No Man's Sky. This one has 230,000 reviews, mostly positive, and recently 3.1 thousand with also very positive. It's from Hello Games. It's a game about exploration and survival in an infinite procedurally generated universe. I was originally turned off by this game, but I've been getting interested into it recently, because the graphics look a whole lot better, and the exploration looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Although it mostly seems to be planetary exploration, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Not the cartoon worlds that they were originally, the bright neon. But I mean, this game's usually on sale like every month. Right now it's on sale for $23.99. I've seen it slightly cheaper, and I've also seen it slightly more expensive. If I wasn't already playing Elite and X4 and playing them a lot, I would have already got this one. I will eventually get this and start playing it, but right now I just don't have the time. Maybe if I go pro with the streaming. So next up, another game that I've never played, but this one also looks like it's a lot of fun. Space Engineers at $9.99. This one has 93,000 reviews, very positive, and it's from Keen Software. It's a sandbox game about engineering, construction, exploration, and survival in space and on planets. You build spaceships, space stations, planetary outposts of various sizes and uses, pilot ships, and travel through space to explore planets and gather resources. It features a realistic, volumetrics-based physics engine. Everything in the game's can be assembled, disassembled, damaged, and destroyed. The game can also be played in single or multiplayer modes. Objects or structures composed from block-like modules, and they're interlocked in a grid. Volumetric objects behave like real physical objects with mass, inertia, and velocity, and individual modules have real volume and storage capacity. This sounds like a lot like Avorion, but as you can see, the graphics, which when we show the Avorion, they look a lot different. And this one seems more like focused on you as the engineer, the actual physical astronaut engineer dude, whereas in Avorion it's more ship based. But this one looks pretty interesting too. So I mean, all of the games that I've gone on here, I've wish listed, so I'll be keeping an eye on. Well, all of them except for one, which I believe is the yes, it is the next one that we're going to be talking about. And it's not because it's a bad game. It's just that it's not my kind of game, and that's the Kerbal Space Program, which is available now for $9.99. And it's one of the best rated games with over 99,000 reviews. It's overwhelmingly positive. And the game was released in 2015, so after 9 years, it's still got that. So you take charge of the space program for the alien race known as the Kerbals. You have access to an array of parts to assemble fully functional spacecraft that flies or doesn't, based on the realistic aerodynamic and orbital physics. You're going to build vehicles, rockets, whatever, using any imaginable combination of parts, each with their own function that will affect the way your spacecraft behaves. Take full control of your ship's setup to execute complex flight maneuvers, manage the Kerbal crew members, including hiring, training, and sending them into space to become heroes. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. They look cute, and nah, I mean, I'm just not into the cute stuff. So, And I'm also not into like, you know, the whole like engineering stuff, which is what this is all about. It's about you know, engineering your own ships, building them. I mean, I like building things, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could get into it. I could see myself getting into it, but I'm not going to. That doesn't mean you don't have to. You know, whatever floats your boat. The next one is completely different, however. This one is Ixion. It has mostly positive reviews from 12,000 reviews. It's available for $15.74 right now. It has 106 very positive reviews from recent times. It's issued from Bulwark Games and published by Casito Games. It's an unrelenting city-building odyssey across the stars. As administrator of the Tycoon Dolos prototype space station, you are tasked with balancing, preservation, and exploration as you manage infrastructure, resources, and crew. Can you keep the flame of humanity alight in the cold dark? There are no simple solutions, and your actions will have repercussions now or further down the line. How you deal with those repercussions will be the difference between survival and extinction. Next, we have Universe Sandbox, which is available for $20.09. It's from Giant Army, published in April 2015. It has 21,000 reviews, overwhelmingly positive. 225 reviews recently say the same. It says, create and destroy an unimaginable scale with realistic physics-based space simulator. Explore the beauty of our universe and the fragility of our planet. Use science to bend the laws of gravity, collide planets, boil away oceans, fire epic space lasers, and customize your universe. It is VR optional. They focused a lot on the destruction in this promo and not too much on the creation, but I mean, those are some really, really cool visuals. So yeah, I mean, I can see getting this just like for Space Engine, which we'll talk about later, just for the visuals that you can make. The next game we've already brought up, and we did a video kind of about it, Vorian, which is available now for $12.49. It was released in March 2020 with 11,600 reviews, very positive, from Voxelware. It's a procedural co-op space sandbox where players can build their own spaceships out of dynamically scalable blocks. You fight epic space battles, explore, mine, trade, wage wars, and build your own empire to save your galaxy from being torn apart by an unknown enemy. Several hundred years ago, a cataclysmic catastrophe nearly ripped your galaxy apart. An impassable ring of torn hyperspace fabric appeared in the center of the galaxy, which normal hyperspace engines can't overcome. Since this event, nobody has managed to get near the central region of the galaxy. All you know is that the event also spawned multiple intraversable hyperspace rifts throughout the entire galaxy, and that a strange race of aliens, the Sultan, has appeared in the center. It looks like these aliens have found a way to cross over the torn hyperspace fabric, but so far nobody has managed to establish contact with them. There are also rumors about a strange new metal called Avorian, which has also appeared in the center of a galaxy around the same time as the Sultan have arrived. Apparently, the aliens use this material to build their ships. Start as a nobody on the edge, work your way to the center of a galaxy that gets more dangerous, but also more rewarding the closer you get to its core. Avorian takes sandbox aspects from games like X, or Freelancer throws in co-op multiplayer player and lets you build your own ships. It features ships made of freely scalable blocks that can be procedurally generated and break into pieces whenever they're hit in space flights. So yeah, I mean, the graphics on this don't look the best, but the play on the other hand looks like it could be a lot of fun. All right, so next up we have a game that I don't know much about at all, called Between the Stars. It's available for $14.99. It was released in March of this year. It was developed by Isolated Games and released by Isolated Games and Whisper Games. It has 1.7 thousand reviews, which are mostly positive. It says it's a space game with RPG growth and real-time combat that places you at the helm of an interstellar cruiser. Your mission will be to protect civilization from the Children of the Sun, a faction that dominates border planets and seeks to expand. In order to take your mission, you must journey across the galaxy, face new challenges at each warp jump, and make difficult decisions that affect your ship, crew, and the universe around you, while upgrading your ship's equipment and fighting battles to survive. Between the Stars. Looks pretty good. Next, this one I probably won't get, but some of you might be really interested. It's Expanse, $14.99. It's based on the TV series. 1,000 reviews, mostly positive. Recent reviews are mixed. There are 44. It's from ECK9, released by Telltale Games. You're going to take on the role of Kamina Drummer and explore the dangerous, uncharted edges of the belt, from scavenging wrecked ships in zero-G environments to combating fearsome pirates. You make difficult choices in this latest Telltale adventure. And again, it's just it's more of a story-driven thing. But I'm guessing if you like this series, you're gonna like this. Like I said, the reviews are mostly positive. I'm guessing that people who were playing it were people who knew the show. It just doesn't. It just doesn't appeal to me. All right, next up we have Spaceborne 2, available for $10.99. This one looks really good too. This one was released in February 23rd, 2023. It's got 3,500 reviews, very positive. 43 recent reviews, however, are mixed. It's from Burak Dabak, so I'm assuming it's a single developer. It says to embark on a journey to greatness. Get ready for adrenaline-fueled battles and a chance to claim your place in the galaxy. Grab the controls of your ship, gear up for the fight, and unleash your ambition to conquer and build a new empire in the vastness of space. The story picks up where it left off in Spaceborne, but now the player's goal is to build a new empire in the galaxy, with the methods of doing so being completely up to the player. In Spaceborne 2, players are offered tens of thousands of diverse solar systems to explore. Each system has a unique structure, featuring different planets with varied surfaces and areas to discover. The locations from the solar systems to the planets are procedurally generated, ensuring that each system and planet is unique and has numerous points to explore. It boosts massive planetary surfaces, each with its own structure, climate, gravity, as well as cities, villages, caves, outposts, and secrets to interact with. With tens of thousands of different planets available, players are given an unparalleled amount of opportunities for exploration throughout the galaxy. That's that sounds, really good. What can they deliver? All right, next up we have the game Distant Worlds 2 for $24.99. This was 2,200 reviews, mostly positive, 19 recently, however, they're mixed. It was published March 2022 from Codeforce. It's a vast, plausible, real-time 4X space strategy game. And that's about all I know about it. Just a couple of reviews from players and magazines saying that it was like Stellaris, but it was easier at the end. And it looks good, and I've wishlisted it. So that's all about all I can say. Because the trailer, there's, as you can see, there's not a whole lot here in this trailer, and there wasn't a whole lot in the. They didn't even advertise a whole lot. It was just a couple of reviews saying that it was good. It was very Stellaris-esque. So, yeah. So check it out and let me know what you think about it in the comments. And as a matter of fact, why don't you let me know what you think about all of the games down in the comments below. Which ones you are interested in and which ones you are not interested in. And why. All right, next up we have Underspace at $14.99. This one only has 249 reviews, very positive. It's from Pasta Space Interactive and Hamland Games. It's still in early access. It says it's the spiritual successor to Freelancer with a Lovecraftian sandbox RPG twist. Explore a vast handmade universe with day one mod support and a planned PvP/co-op multiplayer on the early access roadmap. You're going to need a bigger ship. Be a miner picking through crystallized bones of ancient star beasts, a trader hauling artifacts to far-flung outposts, a pirate robbing space trains, an explorer combing through lost stellar cities, or a hunter chasing down unknowable monstrosities that spew forth from the storms. Brave violent weather, eldritch beasts, and the terrors of the unknown as you make your mark in the universe. This spaceship shooter, it looks really arcadey, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. And it really looks fun. So again, this one has been wishlisted, and I am going to be keeping an eye on it. All right, next up we have Conga at $17.99. This is from Lola Corp Studio. It has 12 positive reviews. It was only release date was September 2nd, but it says it's still in early access. And due to the amount of reviews, I assumed it was released into early access on Monday. It says, dive into a sci-fi adventure of exploration and resilience across the cosmos. Merge your mind with a state-of-art cyborg crafted by the IC Lab Industries labs and journey through an expansive universe supported on open-world survival exploration with FPS, space sim, and procedurally generated universe. Space is both your playground and battlefield. You can craft your own adventures, solo or with friends. Create the game to build your opportunities, experiment. A world of possibilities, combat, trade, building, survival, and exploration await. You play as a human citizen who has been cryogenically frozen and synchronized with a cyborg exploring the far reaches of space and Earth to collect items, complete missions, and thrive. Your journey begins with the refuel tower, and but the vastness of the cosmos calls out to you. It says there's scavenging, trading, contracts, missions, survivals, and combat, space building. It looks good, but early access. So, yeah. I'll be following it. And then, of course, the next game that we are going to discuss, I never heard of it at all. Star Valor. It's at $9.49. Has 2,422 reviews, which were very positive. It was released in August of 2022 from, I guess, a single developer, Rafael Burgos. This one says, choose your own destiny as you explore open world, procedurally generated galaxy where anything is possible. Become a miner, trader, bounty hunter, pirate, or perhaps a jack of all trades. Start off small and build your way to the top. But remember, with every action comes consequences. And now for the games that I have streamed. So if you are interested in any of these, please go check out some of the replays that I have of these. They're all listed by title, as well as other ways and playlists on my YouTube channel. So go check them out, and you can get a much better idea of what will of what's in those games. So first off, we have Space Engine. This one is at $20.99, and it's billed as the world's first science-based, photorealistic, interactive 3D planetarium that models the entire universe using procedurally generation for uncharted areas. There were 10,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews of this, 176 recent ones that were overwhelmingly positive. It was released June 11th, 2019 by Cosmographic Software. It's a one-by-one science-based universe simulator. featuring billions upon billions of galaxies, nebulas, stars, and planets, all shown at their full real-world scale. Explore Earth and our neighboring worlds in the solar system, orbit a black hole in the galaxy, billions of light years away, or visit anything in between seamlessly with no transitions. Yeah, check out my space meditation videos here just to see, just some of the things that you can do. I also, in the first video in the series, I go over the tutorial so you can learn how to go over, how to operate the game. It's they're pretty simple. It might take a little flipping back and forth before you get it, but it won't take very long. Now, one of the biggest deals at $9.99, the deluxe edition of Elite Dangerous. This originally released in 2015 April. It has 72,000 mostly positive reviews, 320 recent mostly positive. It's from Frontier Development in England. The deluxe edition has the Odyssey expansion, which is what I play on my streams. And it is the supported feature. It has better graphics, exploring outside of the ship on foot, FPS, better SRV, which is the ground vehicle, planet atmospheres, and a ton of other things that make the extra $4 more than worth it. I really love this game. There's just so much to do and to see. Some people complain that it's all highly repetitive. And I mean, there is some truth to that claim, but I mean, I like mining. I like driving on the planet surfaces, doing the xenobiology. I even like the trading. I find the game really relaxing, and it's just gorgeous. And nothing else compares to it. I mean, the space combat is the best, bar none. And even people who hate the game will rave about the actual simulation of flying your own spaceship. And how realistic realistic that is. But I mean, you can see the game is just gorgeous, and there's just tons to do. I mean, right now I'm out exploring in the black, and like I said, this is a 1-by-1 simulation of the Milky Way. So, and in almost 10 years, still less than 1% of the galaxy has been explored by players playing this. All right, next up, we're going to go over X4 Foundations, which they have for $14.99. I got it cheaper last Christmas. It was released 11/30/2018 from Egosoft in Germany. Has 17,000 reviews, which are mostly positive. 251 recent reviews are also mostly positive. The trailer to this, it just doesn't do justice to this game. This game is so much. It's a real-time strategy game, RTS, with the pause feature. It's also grand strategy or 4X game. You can also play it strictly as a role-playing game, with tons of missions offered by the various factions in the game. You can also spend the entire time as like a pirate, or you can do what I am doing. I'm still in my first playthrough, and I'm just trying to experience everything that the game has to offer. And at least as long as it interests me. There's some features like mining, which I'm not too much into that on this game, so I leave that to my NPC subordinates. It's just, I mean, you can play the game as one. Well, I mean, you're still going to have to play different features, but I mean, there's just so much to this game. Yeah, I cannot recommend it highly enough. Watch some of the streams. Next up, we have one of the more arcadey space games that I have. It's Everspace 2. It's $19.99, and there's a download or a demo that you can download right now. This one has 9.4 thousand very positive reviews, 88 recent ones that were very positive. The game was released last April by Rockfish. It's a fast-paced single-player spaceship shooter with exploration in space and on planets, tons of loot, RPG elements, mining, and crafting. Experience an exciting sci-fi story set in a vivid, handcrafted, open world, full of secrets, puzzles, and perils. The graphics of this game are great. I haven't played it much because when I started, I also started X4, and nobody was watching me stream this, but they were watching me stream X4, so that's what I had to go with. The combat on this is arcadey, but I mean, the maneuvering is basically the same as X4, but it's just better and smoother. And I like what I've played so far, and I will be getting back to it as soon as I finish one of my other single-player games that have like endings to it, like Plague Tale, or Chernobylite, or Homeworld 3. When I get done with one of those, I will start doing this one. And then next up, we have the deal of the day, Stellaris, which I just started playing again a couple weeks ago. But this one's got at $9.99. I've never seen it that cheap. You're going to explore a galaxy of wonders in this sci-fi grand strategy game from Paradox Development Studios. Interact with the diverse alien races, discover strange new worlds with unexpected events, and expand the reach of your empire. Each new adventure holds almost limitless possibilities. Over 118,000 reviews, very positive. 737 recent ones, which were also very positive. Originally released May 9th, 2016 by Paradox Interactive and developed by Paradox Development Studios. I did 2 playthroughs of this on the console with no internet help, and I was crushed the first time. Much better the second time going through it, but yeah. It was not a game I'd recommend for a console. You got to play this on PC. And I've been playing it for, I have 25 hours logged now on Steam, and I've made it further than I made it on the console in a lot more time. A lot. And I tell you what, I'm enjoying it a whole lot. This is the kind of game that was made for the PC, and the graphics are nice, and it's one of the best Forge games I've played. So I would highly recommend you get this game. And the DLC is also available at discounts, so check that out too. Anyway, this has been Hong Long from Hong Long Wuxia. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and I will see you next. Check out some of the other content.